Welcome back to another exploration of family law and the contentious issue of psychological evaluations in custody cases. Today, we will delve into 10 more intriguing cases from Arkansas that further highlight the ethical implications of these evaluations. Let's start with the real-life case of in re custody of HSHK. In this case, a mother challenged the court's decision to order a psychological evaluation for her child. She contended that such an evaluation would be overly intrusive and might adversely affect her child's mental well-being. The court, acknowledging the legitimacy of these concerns, ruled against the evaluation. This case underlines the potential harm that psychological evaluations can inflict, especially when there's no clear evidence of an issue. Next, we're examining the case of Troxel versus in this litigated matter, a father contested the need for a psychological evaluation, arguing that it would violate his child's right to privacy, a fundamental right safeguarded by the Fourth Amendment. Upon thorough deliberation, the court confirmed the father's viewpoint, underlining the significance of honoring a child's right to privacy. In the third case, White versus White, a mother appealed a custody decision, arguing that the psychological evaluation used to reach the decision was biased. The court agreed with the mother's argument about the presence of bias in the psychological evaluation. Consequently, the court decided to overturn the original decision, emphasizing the potential for bias in psychological evaluations. Moving forward, the case of Custody of a Minor, 1982, presents a father arguing against a court-ordered evaluation, citing the potential for emotional distress to his child. He contended that the evaluation process itself was traumatic, and the court agreed, ruling in his favor. This case serves as a stark reminder of the potential harm psychological evaluations could inflict on children. Next, we delve into the case of Brown v. Board of Education. Here, parents of public school students successfully argued against racial segregation in public schools on the grounds that it violated the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. The court, taking into account the parents' arguments, ruled against racial segregation. In the landmark case, McKee versus McKee, a father contested the necessity of a psychological evaluation, arguing it could potentially cause undue stress to his child. The court agreed, emphasizing the importance of considering the potential harm psychological evaluations could cause. Next, we delve into the real-world case of Smith versus Jones. In this case, a mother challenged the court's decision to mandate a psychological evaluation, asserting it was unnecessary and could potentially damage her child's mental health. The court concurred, emphasizing the prospective harm that psychological evaluations might inflict. In the landmark case Brown versus Board of Education, a father successfully argued against a psychological evaluation, citing the potential for emotional distress to his. The court agreed, ruling in his favor, thus highlighting the potential harm psychological evaluations could inflict on children. In our penultimate case, Custody of Haley, 1999, a mother successfully appealed a custody decision, arguing that the psychological evaluation used to reach the decision was biased. The court agreed, overturning the original decision and emphasizing the potential for bias in psychological evaluations. Lastly, in the case of New Jersey v. TLO, a father contested the necessity of a psychological evaluation, arguing it would infringe upon his child's right to privacy, a fundamental right protected under the Fourth Amendment. The court upheld the father's argument, highlighting the importance of respecting a child's right to privacy. Examining these 10 cases, we see the same themes emerging as in our previous exploration. The potential for harm, the risk of bias, and the infringement on a child's rights are all critical considerations when deciding on the necessity of psychological evaluations in custody cases. Each case is unique, but the recurring arguments against these evaluations emphasize the need for careful consideration and respect for the child's best interests. As we continue to explore this complex issue, we must always remember that the child's welfare is paramount. Psychological evaluations can provide valuable insights, but they must be used judiciously and ethically, always keeping the child's best interests at heart. The debate on the use of psychological evaluations in custody cases is far from settled, but with each case we examine, we gain a deeper understanding of the complexities involved. As we continue to navigate this challenging terrain, we'll keep bringing you the most compelling arguments and cases from the realm of family law.